What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, my name is Dave and I'm here to help you win with money so you can build your wealth. What is a sinking fund and how do I use it? In this video, I present everything you need to know about sinking funds, including answering what is a sinking fund, what are the benefits, what are sinking funds used for, how does a sinking fund work, and how do I create one? Whether you're planning a trip to the Bahamas, planning to purchase a new appliance, or even planning to purchase a new car, sinking funds help you pay cash for large purchases without the stress that comes from having to finance them or the buyer's remorse that comes after making a purchase that you were uncertain about. Sinking funds are a great way to plan ahead and be intentional about saving money on larger purchases. So essentially, sinking funds take the sting out of making large purchases because they allow you to plan ahead so that it doesn't hurt your pocket or your stress levels when you need to make a larger purchase. So let's talk about all you need to know about sinking funds. Let's get into the video. And stick to the end because each one of these questions is important to ensure that you use sinking funds correctly to de-stress your financial life and plan for those large purchases. So first off, what is a sinking fund? We alluded to this a little bit in the intro, but a sinking fund is essentially a way to plan ahead and prepare to save every single month to make purchases that you would consider larger than normal. So large can be different to every person, but when you think of a dollar amount that would be a significant amount that you would need to save up for over a period of many months to be able to purchase, that is something that you would want to include in a sinking fund. Now, this is not to be confused with a savings account. It is not the vehicle that you save in or the account type that you save in. It is actually something that you are planning to purchase. So think about a sinking fund like a certain type of an expense that you need to prepare and plan ahead for because of the size and the impact of that expense. What are some of the benefits of having or using sinking funds? A sinking fund allows you to save for anything and everything, and mostly for those larger purchases that are going to have more of an impact on your stress levels. They allow you to plan ahead for adventures and making memories, which to me is more important than anything else. Sinking funds allow you to ditch the guilt and regret that comes from making a spur of the moment large purchase. And most importantly, sinking funds allow you to plan ahead and save up to purchase large things with cash and save money on interest in the process. So essentially, think of a sinking fund as a way to take that sting and impact out of these larger purchases that inevitably happen over a lifetime. How does a sinking fund work? A sinking fund is essentially where you set aside money, preferably in a liquid account like a savings account where you can earn some interest but still have access to the funds, and save on a monthly basis for that predetermined amount and predetermined target date that you will need those funds for. Where is it best to save money up for a sinking fund? In my opinion, a high yield savings account is the place that is the best combination of having liquid access to the money at the drop of a hat, but also earning the most interest on that money so that you do accumulate and add on to your savings while that money is being set aside. What are sinking funds used for? In reality, sinking funds can be used for anything that you choose them to be used for and for any amount that you choose to set aside for. It's really up to you, but here are some common things that sinking funds are used for to kind of get you thinking a little bit about this and maybe give you some ideas about what you could use a sinking fund for. Gifts like Christmas gifts, new tires for your car, maintenance on your car above and beyond normal routine maintenance that gets costly, weddings, funerals, parties, events, travel, vacation, birthday parties, supplies, appliances, large household repairs, clothes for special occasions like going back to school, home remodels, concerts. This will give you some ideas of what a sinking fund can be used for, but I would say get creative here. This can be anything that you deem as being over a certain dollar amount, or can be things that are just not normal purchases that you want to plan ahead for and save up for. So now you know a lot about sinking funds, and you've decided that you want to create a sinking fund or even multiple sinking funds. If you would prefer to have these in separate accounts, you can do that, and you can keep things separate, or you can even have them in one. So now you know what a sinking fund is. Let's talk about how to create a sinking fund. Number one, decide what you're saving for. Which of these things that we've listed off do you want to plan ahead for and save up for? Think about that first. Number two, decide how much you need to save. Number three, decide how and where you'll save. Are you going to save in a regular savings account or a high yield savings account? Are you going to put the money into a CD where you can tie it up for multiple years and earn a little more interest? The choice is yours, but you're going to want to maximize interest while also making sure that you will have access to those funds on your target date. And the last step, number four, set up your sinking funds in your budget and track monthly. So if this doesn't get into your budget and this is not something that you're looking at on a monthly basis, it will become more difficult to stay on track and to make sure that you're making the progress that you need to make on the timeline that you need to make it on to actually have these funds available on your target date when you need them for this thing that you're purchasing. At the end of the day, sinking funds are something that everyone should have incorporated into their financial life, because we all have larger expenses that are going to come up in life. And so it's best to plan ahead for these and to put in practice sinking funds where you plan ahead, you track these expenses, and you set goals to have these target funds available when you need them. That way you're not blindsided, you don't have the stress that comes along with these larger purchases, and you don't end up regretting them on the back end because you've done the work, you've planned ahead, and you've hit your goals before purchasing these larger things. As always, drop your comments and thoughts down below. Download your free copy of my proven financial plan linked in the description. If you found value in today's video, make sure to like and subscribe for all the tips, tricks, and motivation to win in financial life. And consider adding me on Instagram. My posts are pretty much daily. Until next time.